I hope everyone's had a good week. And an exercise I like to do as the week comes to a close, especially if I'm going to be using time over the weekend for recovery and rest, maybe a bit of activity or fun that is kind of taking me into a different pace or pattern that isn't focused around doing or working or striving or problem solving, is to incorporate into a check-in a question of, is there anything from this week that is unexpressed that desires to be expressed? And this might correlate with a task that we have intended to complete and we've maybe not had enough time or capacity to finish that. And that quality of energy can still stay with us and actually be something that is a bit of grit, that is uncomfortable underneath this kind of blanket of intention and softness that we might have for how we want to shift into a different quality of space. And it just becomes this little niggle, like having a stone in your shoe or something that just kind of rubs at you and creates a bit of discomfort or distraction and actually becomes a drain for your energy, where that focus could actually be more strategically placed by containing that and allowing there to be an outlet for that to be acknowledged and maybe put to the side in an actual activity that gives space to that, so that there is a break. There is then that opportunity to put it down, to immerse in the rest and recovery and integration that might be really important, and come back to it. So yes, I'm trying to kind of bring myself into that slower pace towards this afternoon, and I've kind of mapped out a list of things that are speaking to a much more arms and legs bit of work that has lots of different strands. So I've been doing a lot of process mapping with that and actually translating that into step-by-step tasks that I need to do. And I've been looking at what I would like to get done today versus what my energy is telling me that I might actually be able to achieve. And yes, I know that I'll need to put a line under that list at some point this afternoon. And then, yeah, maybe give myself a bit of space to then do a bit of writing, even just for 5 minutes. A bit of reflection time, just maybe to tie off, like, this is what I've managed to do, this is what I've managed to get done. This is something that hasn't been able to come to fruition, but I'm looking to that task next week. So it's giving space for any of that discomfort or frustration, or there's maybe a bit of emotion attached to that as well, and just giving permission for anything associated with that to find an outlet for resolution, or for resolution in a way that feels manageable at this point, rather than this thing that we kind of stuff and push down that then actually still manages to find its way out, and could then, you know, be expressing in possibly more disruptive, antagonizing ways that are, you know, it's ultimately creating a disruption to our peace. So that's the wee thought I wanted to leave you with today on Friday. Yeah, even just a little bit of time at the end of the working day to kind of check in and check out, and to honor that transition is something that I find really helpful, and I hope you do too. Let me know if you've got a similar process, or if you try this and feel that it is useful. I would love to hear, and I hope everyone has a great weekend.